A check, check, check. 1 2 1 2. After a small, brief hiatus, ladies and gentlemen, Tag Talk is back. I got the usual suspects with me. We have DJ P Smooth from Baltimore, representing Black Excellence from HBCU.
Aggie Pride.
I'm sorry?
Aggie Pride.
Aggie Pride. Respect. Lady DJ Rose, giving Janelle Monáe vibes, and Durag Martian.
In the history of schools in Maryland, two schools that want to be HBCUs so bad: Frostburg State and Towson University.
Here you
Guess
go.
what school P Smooth went to?
With the Frostburg, but time out.
Okay.
Time out. Right. One, this dude used to stay at Towson all the time. So I was like, Two, my dad is a proud alumni of North Carolina A&T, and I was born in Greensboro, so it's my birthright.
Okay, let's go.
Respect. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize. There was a whole bunch happening. Martian celebrated a birthday, schedule conflicts, but we are back. We are going to be on our normal schedule.
That's back in full effect.
Yes. Welcome to another edition of Tag Talk. DJ Earthquake here, and today's conversation is inspired by a group text message conversation that we had today. It was a little bit all over the place. It started with Ghanaian music not being popular, then it led to me not listening to playlists. And
wait, Bert, was it said that Ghanaian music is not popular? Was that what was said?
I was saying that.
Oh, you were saying it.
I was saying that. Because of the area we are in, Ghanaian music doesn't live that long in this area. And
okay, so they don't have a long shelf life. Okay.
And you guys are being generous about Ghanaian songs that can be played in the club scene.
Right.
And you mentioned wedding gigs and all of that. So where do we want to start, ladies and gentlemen? Do we want to start with the shelf life? Or do we want to start with DJs and playlists? Or
I got a question.
Playlist?
So. And I guess the question can lead into where we can start. In 2021, do y'all think that, people still need a DJ or even DJ mixes versus just going for playlist?
Absolutely.
That what?
That that people still need DJs. The purpose of DJs, right? The purpose of mixing is to have a continuous flow of music so people won't stop dancing. Playlists and then playlists do not do that. Playlists play the whole song, and nowadays people's attention spans are very short for real. So once verse one is over, people get tired. They gotta read. Then the playlist doesn't read the room. Playlist stops. Some playlists have commercials in them. If you don't pay for the premium joints for real, versus a DJ comes there, reads the crowd, plays according to the mood and the crowd and the vibe that's in the room, So and the DJ moves people, So absolutely, you still need a DJ.
I'm 50-50 on it, but I'll let Rose go first.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
In terms of
mixes,
or what Prince said?
No, in terms of what Prince said, I feel like you need mixes. Like, I'm sorry, when I go to the gym, I play a mix. I don't play a playlist. Maybe if I'm trying to listen to new songs, I'll play a playlist. But again, if I'm trying to know what's hot, I'm gonna listen to a mix. I'm gonna listen to various DJs. I'm not gonna listen to a playlist because I feel like playlists can be biased. So
I believe that DJs are still superior than playlists. I feel like playlists are for certain settings and not all settings. But there are people out there who believe that their playlist is superior to a DJ mixing. Like I've seen those type of tweets. I've seen those type of memes or posts. But I'm a firm believer that playlists are not accurate. One of the main reasons why I don't listen to them, and two, I trust my DJ ear more than I trust certain people's curated playlists.
Okay, so what I heard from all three of you guys was about, you know, the playlist not having a continuous flow, and then also the fact that, you know, you can't really trust the playlist, right?
Yes.
Well, I think that has to do with obviously the playlist curators. So if a DJ made a playlist, although it's not continuous, how would you feel about it?
I would feel the same exact way, because again, it's bias. It's the DJ's making the playlist that he or she feels it is that playlist.
But isn't
And
that the same thing as if you had to listen to that DJ live? Because think about it, a lot of DJs literally, they would, like, let's say a set that you would go and play in a club. If you're doing a mix that's supposed to be a party mix, the reality of it is a lot, 90, not to, I can even go as far as to say 99% of the music that you're gonna put on that mix will be the songs that if you were asked to do, a fourth quarter go time mix in a club, those are probably the songs that you would make. So you make a playlist with the exact same songs.
which is fair, but I still think, I don't know because there's certain songs that are not on playlists that are banging. There are bangers in the club or a party, whatever. The DJ is gonna play that once the DJ realizes that's a banger. It may not be in the playlist. I don't know. For example, you're not gonna find some random Shatta Wale song that's a banger in a playlist. Like
Why not?
I said random, popping. Like them, those ones that you gotta
There's
dig.
some cult like Shatta songs that will not make a playlist.
A playlist.
There's a couple of them. Per Rose.
But it's hot.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, like, you might hear that outside, but you might not see that in a playlist.
Okay.
But I'm not disagreeing with what you said, because people.
I was just throwing that out there for you guys to consider. That's all. Because I haven't even given my take yet. I'm about to give it when you're done.
But I mean, go ahead. But pretty much, people do refer to playlists, but there's still songs that aren't in playlists that are bangers.
So I'm 50-50 on it. Here's why. Remember, we talked about once upon a time here that the job of a DJ is to make people discover music. DJs don't do that no more. Like, I don't know how many DJs I can list that I can be like, if I go to this person, wherever they playing, I'm gonna discover new music. I don't really know how many, but guess what though? Playlists, a lot of people discover music through these playlists. So playlists these days, they might not be as continuous as a DJ can be, or it's like you Rose say, they might be biased, or like you, Earthquake, you said well, I forgot your take again.
I think depends on the point that you're using. I was saying I trust my ear more than the playlist.
Right. You trust your ear and the DJ ear. But guess what? That's why my question was saying in 2021, do y'all believe that, people need the playlist more than the DJ? Because the reality of it is, like, trust me, I see this coming of it. There are a lot of softwares out there that mix music for people, like people that are not DJs. You can literally get a software to just mix the music for you automatically. So you can literally just take a playlist and get those songs to mix for that flow and that continuous play, which the playlist today, in my opinion, does a way better job at introducing music than DJs do.
Yeah, but to the mixing point, you can't go from KPK to Odo. Like, it will mix.
No, but you can set it to BPMs and it will do it for you.
But realistically speaking, what like on the average, Like the average playlist listener is not gonna know
It's not gonna know what.
that you can do that. You can mix and set. A lot of people, not everybody knows anything about BPM.
That's a fair point.
But yeah, go ahead, Prince.
So you're assuming that. So you're basically you're taking the stance of a DJ. You just said BPM, right? BPM is beats per minute, right? What Rosie is saying is like not a lot of people will know about that for real. Not everybody knew about the vibe, but you gotta ask yourself, what's the purpose of a disc jockey? When somebody hires a disc jockey at an event, why do they hire them?
To come and jockey disc.
Wow. That's a dad joke, and you need to make that as the clip.
Oh, okay. You want an answer though, or that's rhetorical? No, obviously, because they know that a DJ is going to come there, feel the room, feel the crowd, feel the energy, and their hope is that they're going to spin music accordingly. One of my issues right now is that a lot of DJs aren't doing that. So, like, in the conversation of the playlist versus the DJs, how many, like, let's be honest, you go to a lot of these places, you don't get that from a DJ, So ultimately, I've heard people, I know for a fact, y'all have been at certain places where you go and people make jokes at like, man, the DJ was so bad, we should have just put Spotify, or we should have just put something. What in the world is happening here?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. So I don't know what you just said.
Okay, so this is what I said. I was saying that, the job of a DJ is to come, feel the vibe, feel the energy in the room, and play music accordingly. That's the job of a DJ. But hold on, but DJs are not doing that these days. That's my thing. Like, we've heard so many times where people would leave a club or whatnot, they would be like, they'll make jokes like, man, we were better off with Spotify or some shit like that. Oh, damn, y'all back there just playing Spotify the way the DJ is mixing.
Yeah, bro. There's so many DJs in the world. Like, that's such a small sample size, right?
Exactly.
You feel me? So you can't just say DJs.
No, I'm saying a lot of DJs. Dude, it's a fact. It's not even me trying to bash anybody. It's a fact that the art of DJing is not what it used to be. The skills are not there like they used to be. It's a fact. In every single, whether it's the Caribbean world, EDM, most DJs already be feeling like those guys are not DJs.
Those are the software mixed songs.
No, fact, but okay. If somebody hires me for a graduation party, right? They're not really hiring me to like introduce new music. That's an aspect of things.
Okay,
right?
that's fair.
It's an aspect of things, right? Like, I feel as though DJing is so multifaceted. Like, music is an art, right? And people are going to perceive things differently, True. So introducing new music is a aspect of it, but it's not the most important aspect. People hire DJs for people to dance.
Okay.
And that's it.
You can't dance in the playlist?
Continuously, I don't feel it because if you have a room of 100 people, right? 20 people, 100 is 5 times 20, right? Yeah, so let's say 20 people like hip hop, 20 people like reggae, 20 people. You have to play songs that can integrate all personalities. And I feel as though a 50 song playlist can't do that. You cannot automate a vibe. You feel me? You just can't automate it. Like that's just my opinion for it. No matter how what you can do, you cannot automate a vibe. You have to be there. Okay. For example, I'm Nigerian, you're Cameroonian. I'm about to call you a queen. I'm sorry. Rose is Ghanaian. Craig was Ghanaian for right. Like we all have different musical backgrounds, but when we DJ at a party, we have to find the songs from each culture that everybody can come together with. Like, I'm not playing Rough Coin or the deepest Fino. I'm playing Fada Fada because that transcends all African cultures, for real. You know, you play Mansa because that transcends all African culture, for real. You know what I mean? You can't play Ghana drill for the deep Nigerians for yeah, they just know it for real, but like you have to find songs that integrate each culture. That makes sense for real. And I don't
it makes sense. But I think you know, in a way, you're also making my point because those same songs can just be put in a playlist.
Yeah, but
I get the aspect of you can't curate, you know, the whole vibe and all that. You can't through the playlist, you can't do. I get that. But also by saying, okay, you can't really do that in 50 songs. You're putting a time limit to it. 50 songs could be, let's say what, an hour and a half set for most DJs, right?
Right.
Can we also agree that these days, majority of the DJs that we've experienced, after an hour and a half set, it's like, where do I go from here?
Right. And okay, cool. But reason why is because they think they play all the hits, but it's still old songs. Let's say you have 50 songs of today's bangers. There's still old songs that get people moving. You know? So it's like, I mean, yes, you can add those old songs to the playlist, of course. But let's say you don't have no Wi-Fi. You no Wi-Fi for real. There's nothing for you. Let's say
you gotta pray that your 5G on point.
Right. Let's say we went to Antarctica, right? And somebody hired us. All we need is 50 songs to do an hour and a half for real, right? Cool. After those 50 songs, what if those 50 songs don't bang? What if we have to play sing-alongs? What if we have to play country music? What if, like, we don't know. But as a live DJ, you can make those adjustments. You make those audibles, right? You know what I mean? We're the quarterback of the party. You cannot automate the quarterback.
I have to agree.
You're right, but it's not every quarterback that's a Hall of Fame.
I have to agree with Prince. You can't automate it because I think also too, a lot of the playlists are I would say if any of us were to create a playlist, more times than not, it's personal. And it's not going to be on a grander scale. But for example, maybe your streaming institutions will hire somebody to curate something globally, right? Now, if they curate something globally, it still may not hit because if you were to automate that global playlist, some of the songs don't work in certain areas or can't work for an extended period of time, especially automated, because who knows, what if they automate the song for about 2 minutes and 30 seconds and then go to the next joint? It might have killed the party. You understand what I'm saying? Like Prince brought up the Mansa point, and I think Rose wanted to bring up this point too, that yeah, you can play it, but if you're automating it and it's not a real live DJ there, how long before the people start to die out of how it's automated? The DJ can instantly read it and be like, it's starting to get a little dead. Let's go ahead and switch it. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain in-person factor that you cannot negate. Yes, it can work in certain settings for sure, but I even think the personal curated playlist, in the grand scheme of things, if you're in a setting and you're playing it, some of it might just go through the ear and be like, could we change the song? Do we have to listen to this right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, as compared to the DJ, if somebody tells you on site, it's just like boom, you can make a smooth transition.
Y'all are giving a lot of credit to a lot of DJs out here, but okay.
Because there's a lot of DJs.
Let's say the sensible DJs, because we do know some DJs that will.
Bro, there's
drag
a
out a song.
reason why, because even just going back to that quarterback, statement, there is a reason why at the end of the day, I don't know how many quarterbacks that make the playoffs and a lot of the other ones that stay their ass home. There is a reason why there are a lot of DJs that, there are DJs it is known that, this person right here got the skills. And then some others that people are just kind of like, I don't really know about this person because of this. There's a reason. And more so than ever, bro, if there were as many DJs as you guys are saying that are doing all of these things, we wouldn't be in a situation where a lot of times you see the same DJs, not even just in the DMV, but in other places. Bro, you know who is hot in like major cities. You know who's hot because it be the same names rotating on the flyers. If every other DJ was really doing these things that you guys are saying, one, playlists wouldn't even be as popular as they are right now. Y'all got to think about it. Playlists in the past 5 years, the popularity of playlists has. How many people follow? Some playlists have more followers than certain DJs.
This is true.
I just feel like playlists are CDs. Just they're literally CDs.
What's the difference between back in the day DJ Drama's mixtapes and today's playlist?
Well, wait, what are you talking about? The mixtape where people are rapping?
Like DJ Drama, DJ Clue, Who, Kid Free.
Right, but no, hold on. These guys were making mixtape where people were actually, rapping and stuff like that.
They'll make the songs of the mixtapes will be the hottest track record. That's how 50 Cent got out there. It'd be if you made Clue's mixtape back in the day, that means your song was going viral.
Right.
So all the playlists, that's all the playlists are doing right now. That's all it is.
Okay, but you're making the point that I was making, that you see the playlist is saying what's hot. Niggas don't look for the DJs to do that no more.
So you're discrediting the facet of the DJ that's not introducing music to the
Not
people.
even just that. Okay, guys, I'm not saying you're wrong in the sense.
We get that. I just want to make sure I'm understanding you.
I agree with you, but what I need y'all to also consider is the fact that playlists play such a bigger role these days, and to a certain extent, they play a bigger role than a lot of more DJs than you guys are actually thinking.
I agree, because they use it.
You say what?
No, I agree with you in that aspect of introducing music, but I said that is a small fraction
of the pie.
of the DJ pie. Like, okay, if going to the club, right? If you're going to the club to hear new music for real, you have a point, right? There could be 50 individuals like, I want to go to the club and hear something fresh. Cool. That's a valid point for real. But the sole purpose of a DJ, so the original argument was a playlist replacing DJs, and the sole purpose of a DJ is to make people dance. So if a DJ is making people dance with old music, essentially he's doing his job.
That's cool. I get that.
He's doing bare minimum.
That's cool. But okay, you saying that, right? The DJ's job is to make people dance. And I ask you guys, a playlist can make people dance? Y'all said it can to a certain extent, right? Continuously. Right. It can make people dance continuously, right? And I can also
there's
argue
bound to
that,
be a hiccup. There's bound to be a hiccup.
Okay.
There is bound to be a hiccup on both sides.
That's
but
exactly.
I feel like there's a bigger hiccup on both.
Okay. I'll take that.
I agree, because even when you look at how they, like, for example, let's use Apple Music. When you look at the way they put the songs, it'd be like the hot songs in the beginning, and then you get to the middle.
Some Zuku
Dry.
And that's the people.
Dry.
That's the people who make the playlist. When I make our playlist, I literally arrange. I don't know if your playlist didn't realize that.
No, we realize
But
that.
there's
we're
not a
saying in
lot of
general.
people like you. That's
Exactly.
the thing.
No, I understand. But all I'm trying to again just put out there that look, if people for one, I've listened, like a lot of the playlists that I personally listen to are playlists curated by DJs. Let me be fair in saying that.
Okay.
So and in a lot of ways, those playlists flow. You know, they flow. So the thing about it is when people are listening to these playlists, one, they don't gotta pay the price that they paid for some DJs, because people look at that and tell themselves that I can pay a DJ $500 to come here for, I don't know, 3 hours, right? $500 for 3 hours. And chances are after an hour and a half, he might not be just as good as my playlist after an hour and a half. So guess what? You know what people are doing? They ask DJs to just make a mix that is continuous.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean? And what is that continuous mix? The only difference between the continuous mix and the playlist, because the DJ makes that continuous mix from a playlist. The only difference is that the mix is continuous and it flows. That's it. But it's still a playlist put together.
Yes, and in the grand scheme of things, it's a playlist put together, but it's a playlist
Without
likely
there.
to have a better flow than an automation, because like we had our DJ practice session last week, and we talked about going up and down within certain mixes.
Facts.
9 times out of 10, a software generated mix won't keep the same consistency. It will go by the numbers. Okay, this goes with this, this goes with this, this goes with this, and you don't. I don't know. Maybe you know better than myself. I don't know how they automate the time. If they're going to just do hook, verse, then hook one more time, and then go to the next song. We don't know if they do that, because in certain songs, verse 2 is probably harder than verse 1. So we could probably mix from the verse to the hook and then go to the verse 2. I don't know. There's different things where you in person know the vibes as compared to something automated. Granted, yes, you're saying a continuous mix is a playlist essentially, but I believe there's less room for error, especially with a DJ that knows what they're doing, than a software.
I have a question.
What's up?
We buy a car.
Uh-huh.
We go to the car dealership.
Okay.
Would you rather deal with an automated computer to buy a car or a car salesman?
Car salesman.
Why?
Because I like to bargain.
You can't bargain with a computer.
That's true.
Point end of conversation.
But what?
Hey,
End of
yo.
conversation.
I don't know. Wouldn't the bargaining be the same thing as?
No, you can't bargain with a yo. When you have a automated DJ, for you feel me, the DJ cannot feel. You can't feel the vibe for it. It's a computer for real. Like it's just automated. There's no emotion. Like when you bargain, you're touching the salesman's heart. Like it's like, oh, okay, you're persuading the person. It's human emotion. It's a vibe there. There's a vibe.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, I like that point.
Let's move on.
If I had sound effects, I'd give you a round of applause right now.
Let's move
I need to
on.
find a way to implement that. But yes, now back to our conversation, and the main reason why I also don't listen to playlists, again, besides me entertaining, like I trust my ear, the main reason why I don't listen to playlists, and Claude, I know you say you listen to playlists. I don't know, Rose and Prince, you can speak after that, and to your point about playlists, was because at first I didn't have any streaming services I paid for, right? Because all I would used to do, I would literally take my iPod, iPhone, and just load up all the new music on there and listen to it and go through it and then begin to weed out. But because iTunes took away, iTunes took away
I took away iTunes.
yeah, iTunes took away iTunes. Now you can only stream. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be in my car going through. Yeah, that you can't add music to your iPhone anymore or your iPod. There's no such thing as an iPod anymore.
Which is better though.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but the issue is, again, my thing is too. Sometimes you want to feel nostalgic, and with the streaming services, you can't play certain mixtape songs, or there's certain songs that haven't got it cleared through samples or something like that. So a lot of the projects is not on streaming services. Like example, Aaliyah's catalog is not on streaming services. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many politics with it, but because they're taking that feature away, I had to lean on going to a streaming platform because
I heard it's gonna be on it soon though.
Yeah, I heard that too as well. But to my point, there's certain songs that are missing. Like if I go through my hard drive right now, there's certain songs that are not on streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so to date, you don't listen to playlists.
I have not listened. If I've listened to a playlist, I would say the first time I actually listened to a playlist curated by somebody else was literally last week on my way to M Lounge because of the conversation that we had.
How do you not listen to playlists? Like
I said, I used to have the luxury of literally being able to upload the new music I download from everywhere, put it on my iPod, and go through it as I'm driving to either work or wherever I'm going to a gig or something.
So you don't even have your personal playlist that you have made.
Now I do, but I don't even go to it because the way I listen to music now, I like to hear the same songs over and over again sometimes. So I be feeling the vibe from there. So once I like it, I just stick with it for the most part. But I don't actually, if I listen to a playlist that I made, it's probably only like 3 songs that I really want to hear from it. And I set it up that way so I can hear those 3 songs back to back and I go to something else because I don't want to stay in that specific genre, if that makes sense. Because I might hear something and be like, I like how it sounds with this. So let me see how it works. And I come try it on my DJ set.
I don't know. I just feel like, also the playlists are very critical to the growth of a DJ. I could be wrong. I feel like because there's so much music out there that we don't know. Like, remember we were talking about the fact that Apple just recently came out with the charge per city.
Yeah.
Right. So if you don't go through playlists, how do you know what's like being played in certain places?
Well, I mean, we were doing.
I get research. Yeah, research.
We were doing stuff before playlists.
No, that's true. But these things, that's what I'm saying. In 2021, it makes your life easier. So
it's true. Sneaker Sama from Sire Sound, she said the same thing to me because anytime I was going through soca, I would literally listen to everything top to bottom. But she was just like, no, that's backwards. Like, we have playlists now. You should be listening to playlists. I was just like, I just trust my ear more than some of these people who create the playlists.
Yeah, I think it's harder. It's harder, but yeah.
You guys, Rose, Smooth, how y'all feel about playlists?
Playlist.
Oh, go.
Oh, playlist is a guide, right? It's okay. Playlists is like it's God's.
Bro, you are such an African father for the answer.
Here's another one. When you go down the river and you see the water flowing, that's the playlist.
Yo, playlists, even so, like the charts, right? So I don't really follow playlists per se, but I follow more of the charts or like what's popping, but like I'm more right now. I really follow more of the charts for each like country or city, blah blah blah, because it's
on those playlists.
Sure, Billboard Top 100. Sure,
that's the playlist.
Now imagine an automated Billboard 100 with country music in it, and you had an African party, and now you tell me what happens.
That doesn't apply to Africans though.
Come on, bro.
Billboard Top 100 is hold on. First of all, it's called the Billboard Pop 100.
Yes,
popular
and
music.
Top 100 songs.
Popular music here. So Africans, that's not their stuff. If you did like a mainstream popular wedding, not like African wedding, you play majority of those songs. I promise you, that's what I do. it goes from Latin music to, you know, the music that we call pop, that, yeah, to even the hip hop that's on there. It goes.
So it's literally a cheat code because those things are formulated by stream. So the more people that play those, the more people that search and click play, if a lot of people are playing those songs, it's going to be on those charts. So it's like it makes you like easier as a DJ, point blank period, you know. But it's like it's more to it, you know, because like you said, there are songs that aren't on there, like there's street songs that aren't on there, like Walk Glitch Walk is not going to be on any charts or playlists, you know, unless somebody makes a DMV hits playlist for real. But for 80% of the time, like, yo, the charts is a great guide for DJs. Like, to be, yeah, the ear thing is cool, you know, but sometimes, man, like, I'm a Jay-Z fan. Like, Sorry Not Sorry, right? If I'm talking about me biased, I'm playing Sorry Not Sorry in the club. But I know for a fact it's not a club banger. You know what I mean? So,
You know
yeah,
why it's not a club banger?
because of Nas.
Because he went first. If Jay went first, it would have been a club banger automatically. But thanks to technology, you can just skip to Jay's spot.
First of all, the song is too slow. That's one. That's number one. Rose, your feelings on playlists?
I think they're straight. I think it's almost like I don't want to say syllabus, but like the foundation, and then you build off of the playlist. Like it helps you, and then you do more research. So one song leads to another song, then another song, and
Like the
then another
blueprint?
artist. Sure.
No, I'm not. I'm not being funny. I'm just asking.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah,
blueprint.
yeah.
Okay.
Essentially,
Like Jay-Z, the blueprint.
exactly why I said sure.
All right. So let's put it like this. These specific curated, like, I'll give it. Let me read off one right now, and I'll share my screen with this one. I'm going to do.
I'm about to go and pick a trash playlist, yo.
No,
I know this already.
Nah, I promise you. I'm about to share my screen right now. Give me
What
one.
genre is this?
This is Amapiano because it's one of the hottest genres.
I'm
right
not piano. You gotta do like African.
I'm
Not
get to it.
even
I'm
African, because
I'm just wait. Let me land first. Before
Okay,
you-
go ahead. Go ahead. We don't got too much time left anyway.
You don't.
but
So
go
that's
ahead.
why I'm trying to get through it. All right, desktop screen. Sure. Can y'all see my screen?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
see, this is created by, oh Lord have mercy. Advertisement. Anyways, this is created by Spotify, right? And this playlist has the most followers out of all the people who created an Amapiano type playlist, right? I've personally gone through this playlist. Half the Amapiano that we play in the club isn't here.
But I'm looking at the joints here. I see at least 5 hits.
Yeah, these are like bangers, bro.
Yeah, these are bangers. These are bangers, yo.
What I'm saying is you can say that they're bangers. You can say that they're bangers, fine. But what I'm saying is what we play in the club, a lot of here is not being played, bro.
Because you have to be mindful.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
you have to be mindful of the people we playing for.
I get it.
First of all, the Amapiano in the DMV don't even really know Amapiano. And then to push it even further, the people here don't really, what we're playing is what they're calling Afro Amapiano, which is Amapiano that's made from Nigeria. So we're not like,
okay, but that should be it's a part of the grooves though. It doesn't say that it's solely it says South Africa and beyond. You see what I'm saying? There's certain songs that should be in there if it's beyond.
Yeah, but okay, so here's the thing. When you're looking at, all right, let me put it this way. If you're looking at hip hop, right?
Yes.
There are some songs that are hot regionally, and then there's some hip hop song that it don't matter where you go, they're hot. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Right, just like over here. How much West Coast hip hop do we really play over here?
Roddy Rich, more than likely.
If you go to the West Coast, I promise you,
Yeah,
I
of course.
just-
how much New York drill shit they playing is barely none. So it really depends. But there are songs that it doesn't matter where. Like Lil Baby on Me, I don't care where you go in America, you're going to hear it.
For sure.
Lil Baby, I don't care where you go in America, you're going to hear that record. You know, so these Amapiano records are records that are undeniable. Anywhere where people know Amapiano. I'm not talking about fake know. I'm talking about actually know Amapiano. They know these records.
Okay, so if you automated this playlist, would the party continue?
An Apiano party, yeah.
If it's an Amapiano, yeah, absolutely.
Here in the DMV.
If it's an Amapiano party,
I'm saying yes. If we're throwing an Amapiano party here in the DMV, if you go through this entire playlist, and you as a DJ are not there to control it, you have it automated. This will go on.
I am more confident with this because Amapiano is the type of music that is like, it will go from one to the next, and it will continue. You have to remember, first of all, 97% of them have the same BPM.
It's true, very true.
You know, so it's not going to feel like, okay, we missed a beat on this one. It's just going to continue and go, and it's going to feel like the same beat. And then again, Amapiano is still a fairly new genre to a lot of people. So if you're doing an Amapiano party, whoever is leaving their house to come to that is because they actually like Amapiano.
Okay.
You know,
No problem.
think about it. Like, we're not about to be doing, if you do a go-go party here, it don't matter where in the DMV you do a go-go party.
That's true.
You're not about to have freaking Femi and Tolu and them go to a go-go party if Wizkid is having a party here. You know what I mean? Because that's their stuff. Like they like Afro beats over go-go. So the people that are going to go to the go-go are the people who actually really fuck with go-go.
Okay.
So
No harm, no foul. Prince, you wanted to say something before I go? Jesus Christ, advertising. Before I go to the next.
Oh, like these are bangers. Like, what
I didn't
was
even know
that?
these
I-
playlists. Yeah,
I'm
what
not
was
saying
that?
that they're not saying that these are not
Banger.
bangers. I'm just saying if you were to curate, Lord have mercy, curate this entire list and play it in the club, a lot of these songs we're not playing. And it's gonna be like,
Amapiano, yeah.
it's gonna be like,
We're not playing them. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But the thing is, right? Let me tell you something. This is the issue, right? We don't. Okay, the other day, right? One of my other DJ friends, right, was like, "Yo, when did OK become a hit?"
okay,
I'm like, "Yo, you know the song OK?
by who?
Okay. They Kool-Aid Gold."
Oh, okay. It's ringing a bell. Yes.
So somebody was like, "Yo, when did OK become a hit?" I'm like, "Yo, it's always been a hit. We just never play it." You feel me? So Godly, Omalay, like those things, yo, like, because the thing is, the problem with the DMV, right? Facts, you feel me? Like real talk, right? There's a DJ that will play something. Like everybody goes as one DJ, right? It's like if you don't play it, it's not being played. You know, but it's like there's so many hits out here. It's so many different types of songs for us. So it's like these are people know these songs. So it's like because it's one, the DJ's not playing, don't mean it's not a hit or it's not a party hit. You know what I mean? So I think the part, well, it goes back to what Claude is saying, that us introducing new music, whatever. We as DJs need to research what's hot. Like I'm not saying go play with the what's hot in Antarctica or whatever. Like, nah, I ain't say all that. But like there's party music for real. Like let's mix some things together to X, Y, Z for real, you know. So yeah, those are hits though. Like that Woze song, people are dancing with it on IG. Like dancers are dancing.
I know that. Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? So,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think I've only heard one person play in the club before. But like again, not a lot of DJs that play Amapiano.
Real Amapiano.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
So should I pull up the Afro Boost playlist and we go and we from Africa Now on
Sure.
Apple and we see how it goes from there?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, did you want to say something, Claude? You want to say something before I pull it up?
No.
Let's share the screen with Tim. All right, this is the let me move it to the side a bit. This is the Africa Now playlist that was just updated on Monday, according to.
First of all, they need to stop naming this playlist Africa because it's not representing the whole Africa.
What's MT from?
I'm sorry?
The second song.
I think he's South African.
right.
South African?
Isn't he
Yeah.
he had that hip hop song that
Yeah, but
it sounds like
he's a South
what's
African rapper, Rose. You're correct.
oh
yeah. Okay. I
He's a
thought
South African rapper. His
South-
hit
I
was
thought it
Roll Up.
wasn't from the West.
Okay,
It is what it is a hit. Like all these
Yeah.
are hits.
these are his, right?
Yeah. I don't know about I haven't heard the SARS joint before. Was it
Yeah, the
TC?
Tononga, I've not heard that. Yeah, Taiki, that's a hit.
What History's a hit. Cho's a hit. Summer, yeah, that thing's a hit. I don't know Supersonic.
Spinor and Fireboy.
The Busted
Oh, no,
9-2.
Oh, no. I don't know what that is either. I've never heard of that. But guess what? This playlist is making us do what? Find out about music that we've never heard about. Is No Fugazi, is it a hit?
No,
no. I mean
it's new, but it's not.
I like it, but I don't think it's a hit. He's catching a lot of heat right now, so
Yeah.
nothing is a hit for him.
You said what?
Ghanaians are like-
Listen,
Ghanaians are like-
Blessing.
I like it.
I like
think
it.
no, I'm not asking you people if you like it.
It's yet to be seen. It just came out. It just came out like 2 weeks ago. So it's yet to.
It's
yet
a
to be
hit
seen.
nowadays with Ghanaian music. Something makes it a hit. It's not necessarily the song.
Go to the Ghanaian charts.
I don't know.
Like, for example, a girl just dropped a song and her wordplay, she's talking about ass. But
Apple Music.
it's because of her wordplay that her song is hit. But it's a hit.
That Umse Benzi by Boston 99, that is a freaking hit. Amapiano.
Yeah.
right underneath. I don't know how to pronounce that from Zeno.
But yeah,
You know, fashion.
Yeah.
yeah, that song is a hit too.
Yeah, I know that's a hit. So this list is pretty accurate.
know.
In your eyes.
I think it's straight.
pretty accurate, right?
That's a job.
Now I just want you to know this list proves my point about how there's not a lot of Ghanaian songs on a playlist.
Okay. No, the thing is, right? By Joe, there we go. Boom.
Yes.
The thing is, yo.
Now you just realize that you've seen only 3 Ghanaian songs out of.
But okay, but you cannot. So right now, Royale Wave is drill. Yo, everybody's not gonna mess with the drill. But when King Promise, Quincy Arthur, like with them, good music is good music. These joints will be on there. But like for example, you don't see a lot of Pheno on this joint. You don't see a lot of flavor in this joint. You like.
But you're being tribal. We're just saying from the
But
country.
that's what it is, though.
Nah,
You get-
these are all from the country, bro.
you
This is
have to make
the Nigerians have dominated the playlist, bro. It is what it is.
They're making songs that translate to every culture.
Yes, because and that's one thing I will give Nigerians 110% of that Ghanaians don't do. Nigerians can emulate another culture's songs and make it bang.
That gotta be our next conversation.
Yeah,
We
I'll
gotta
leave
talk
it at
about
that. I'll leave it at that. You guys still want to see this list, or we're gonna continue the conversation?
I don't have to see it. I'm about to go through this myself today.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I myself, I'm gonna go listen to this because that looks like a pretty interesting playlist.
Africa Now, right?
Yeah.
Anywho, so before we get out of here, what is our general consensus, and what do we want to leave the people?
Claude is right. Claude is always right. No matter what people say, if you go against me, you are ungrateful. Bang.
What is it?
I'm ungrateful.
DJs, I'm picking DJs over playlists. And I trust in the craft of people who actually care about DJing, because we've also talked about that too. And I trust that the people that actually care about DJing will make sure that the party continuously flows and be up to date on music enough to Claude's point, introduce even some newer songs.
Forget even the introduction part. I just cannot, in good conscience, pick a lot of DJs over some of these playlists these days. I'm sorry.
Bro, how many DJs have you heard in the last like year, bro?
I mean,
For you to say that.
we've been locked down, so you know.
We've been in the house. That's all we've been doing, listening to.
Right. That's not a fair. I don't think that's a fair assessment, bro.
Oh, bro, it should, to me, DJing in the house and there's no one directly in front of you for you to get that pressure should have been easier.
That's you. That's not everybody.
But so you don't think that should have been easier to DJ in the house?
That's us, but yeah,
I'm just talking about in general. I'm just saying in general, just in general. You don't think so?
Yes. But everybody, like, bro, people be quite under pressure of littlest things. Like, that's not. I don't think. I mean, okay? Yeah, there are scrubs out there, 110%. But I don't think that overall all DJs.
No, I don't think so either. I don't think so either. But like you said, there's a reason why these people that make it to the Hall of Fame and everybody doesn't. Because
there's levels to this ish.
Exactly.
Bro, you don't have to censor yourself. This is our show. You can curse freely.
I said ish. I didn't say that. I said ish, but
no, I'm saying you don't have to censor yourself. You can curse freely.
Oh, it's like the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Like in like Igbo proverbs that all fingers are not equal. Like, yo, there's gonna be some DJs that are bums. There's gonna be some DJs that are nice for real. It's always gonna be like that for the rest of the.
So no matter what, you're going to pick a DJ over a playlist, no matter what. That's what you're saying. Remember, I said 50-50. That's why I said that. So
DJ has to be that bad. The DJ has to be that bad for me not to for me to choose a playlist over a DJ.
I'm standing 10 toes, DJ.
DJ has to be that a DJ has to be that bad for me not to.
I wouldn't mind some of y'all, actually all three of y'all, because all three of y'all, not all at the same time, but at different times, have been in certain locations with me when the DJ is doing something and y'all looking at me like, yo, is this really happening?
Okay.
Bro, that's like 2 DJs. 2, 3, 4 select DJs that I've seen that where you were there.
God no go shame us, okay?
I can't speak for the rest.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to call it a day today. Please, in the YouTube comments, in the Instagram comment section, whether it be a reel or whatever the case may be, tell us if you prefer a DJ over a playlist or you are 50-50 like Claude the Martian. Rose, did you say 50-50 or you're just against Claude?
I just feel like it depends on the event. If I'm doing a kickback with 30 people that is supposed to be a chill event, I'm gonna pick a playlist or a mix.
So then you're not 100% then.
No, and that's what it goes back to what Prince was saying earlier. It just depends on the situation.
So as long as it depends, that means you guys are not.
But however,
you're not 100% either, right?
No, I'm not 100%.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
50.
But I don't think any of us disagree with you. I think we all kind of said the same thing. It's just that
I can't tell.
the difference is a playlist cannot read the crowd. It's
so can a lot of DJs.
Yes, but we're talking about us here, like the ones or people with, let's just say, people with sense that can see that people are walking out the room. So you got to switch it up. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So let's
Thank you all for tuning in. We would love, matter of fact, we should, before we even drop, we should do a poll on IG. You know what I'm saying? You prefer DJs or a playlist?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
And let's let the people tell us what they say.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We can address it on the next talk before our next talk. How do y'all feel?
I'm gonna go create 10 accounts so I can vote for DJ.
That's a good idea. Instead of telling Akon happy birthday every month.
All right. With that being said,
Bye.
we will catch you guys next talk. Peace and blessings. See you later.